What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. My name is Jay. It is Thursday, noon Central Time. That means it's time for more Loadboard search advice, Loadboard news, carriers, brokers, dispatchers, shippers, all welcome here. Please do feel like you can say hello in the live chat. That'll start cooking up, so go ahead and join in there. Please do leave a like, and you can click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link. We got some industry news, we have some guests, but before we do anything else, you know what we need to do, and Sue, I'll have you in the background here while I go ahead and read my handy dandy. Oh, I'm not even ready yet. Look at this. Who is this guy? Look at this guy. We got our woke waiver. Here we go. Please do be aware that the views and analysis provided on Dispatching Live relate to the auto transport industry as a whole and may not relate directly to ATI Auto Business, Auto Transport Intel, any affiliates, advertisers, or audience members. All viewers and participants of this content expressly waive any rights during this live program, whether in voice, chat, comment, video, or audio, and have been advised and encouraged not to say or express any opinion that may relate directly to ATI Auto Business, Auto Transport Intel, any affiliates, advertisers, audience members, or any other company or individual, and should not feel they have the right to do so. You can tell we are not following the typical pattern. It seems like Twitter is, I don't know, is the jury out? Is Twitter headed in the right direction? Is Tucker Carlson headed in the right direction? Are we headed in the right direction? We're going to find out, but we have a direction, and that is something I can say that I'm very proud of. So, please do help me wish a very warm welcome, Sue. You can take the screen when you're ready.
Okay.
And look at this live chat going crazy. I love it. So cool. So Sue, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I mean, like I said, I thought we were going to have it a little bit easier this week, which we have. The loads have been better still. And right now we are at 44,368. We were at 44,440 last week. So that just tells you that even though we've all taken loads, they're still putting them back on there. So that's good.
That is
And
good.
I'm fairly certain we got to be close to the end of our snowbird season down in Florida. We may get a couple more weeks out of it. Because there's still a few hanger-ons, and I know that I'm listing loads for people, and of course they don't want to list to me when I tell them it's snowbird season, so it's sitting there. So obviously there's still loads moving for snowbird season because my loads will not move until that happens, but that's on them. So other than that, hey Danny, that's one of my drivers, by the way. He's on there too.
Well, let's go into the live chat. But before
let's do that.
You had a good week last week, is that right?
Oh yeah, that was Danny. Yeah.
Oh, that was Danny. All right.
That was Danny. That's my three-car driver.
What was the total?
It was 11,000. What did I say? 11,000 and change.
Yeah, there was change in it. 11,275.
Yeah, that's the best week we've ever had.
Oh my gosh! Time to make a YouTube video, everybody. Hey.
There you go, Danny. Roll around in money. That's what they like.
That's right. Danny's rolling around in cash. You know, rolling, all that stuff. That'd be cool, man. And maybe do it at Target. Okay. Have you seen the Target video? Let's move on.
No, I haven't seen that one.
All right, check it out. Okay, so Cars on the Move is here. We love Sue. So Ty is in the audience. Devin at Victory Lab. What's going on? Good times are back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's killing it this week too. Do you see that?
Is he? Okay,
Victory Lab, yeah.
What's going on
this week?
What did Victory Lab do? Do you know?
They're not my driver.
Oh.
Tell us what you did.
Yeah, post your numbers in the chat. Post your numbers in
absolutely.
the chat.
It's the best week we've probably all had in God knows how long.
Everybody, it'll live up to the YouTube expectations. There'll be applauses going around.
Yeah.
By the way, in fact, I had a YouTube comment just this morning. No, this came in through, I don't know. We have many pipes leading into the sewers now, and the question was, list all the problems in auto transport so we can work on a technology. So I said, tune into the show and take notes. Michelle is Ship Your Car Now. Now, SYCN Auto Logistics is the rebrand of Ship Your Car Now. So
Okay.
I might say one or the other and or. So help me with that, guys. I'm trying to get used to it. But in fact, the rebranding is inclusive of the technology, the auto transport, and the delivery. It's a larger, because the company's growing.
Right.
So it's a bigger umbrella. I think that's the. Let me know if I'm right about that. Okay. Anthony Coons is here. He's also with SYCN. Now, we had a cool show Tuesday night. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the screen for a second before we go back into loads. Because I was asking the question, where do loads come from?
Well, not that way, but...
Well, it's funny you should say that. Because, I mean, do people ask this question?
Yeah, probably. Especially when they're getting out in the business, don't you think they all ask that question?
Well, I think you're being mighty kind. I don't think people are. Listen, I'm telling you, I remember being a green dispatcher, a greenhorn, and I did not ask this question. All I knew is I was trying to book cars to put on carriers. And I think that, and also, somebody new that is a driver, an owner-operator, is thinking, I just need cars, and I hear that, I almost said it. I hear there's this place where I can get some cars. But I never asked why are these cars moving? Who's moving these cars?
Right.
Right? And so in that vein, because if you ask this, when you finally do ask this question, that's when you realize, that's what some of those other companies do. They figured out who the customer is. So now, SYCN Auto Logistics, good at talking to clients, building relationships, needs good carriers to move the cars. And that's really what Tuesday night show was about. It was pretty awesome. And then we're gonna. I don't know what truth will be shared today. I don't have a crystal ball. I never know. All I know is that somebody somewhere wants to know what's the definition of a broker. Go to CFR Title 49, Subtitle B, Chapter 3, Subchapter B, Part 371, Subpart A at Section 371.2. You asked. Wasn't my dumb idea. By the way, Zeb Frank is blowing it up on LinkedIn. Dude, look out. If you're not treating carriers right, watch out for Zeb Frank's next post. Shout out to Zeb Frank. We love you, buddy. Even though you won't come on the show, it's okay. It's all right. We'll still be here. So we've got the Show Me the Truck section, and I'm going to run a couple videos. But before I do that, let's go back to... I just wanted to share that stuff. Let's keep going through the live chat. Sue, you can take the screen back.
Okay.
And then once we'll see if there's any route scouts. Let's see. Michelle likes the woke disclaimer. Okay, good. Let's get a show of hands. Can I get a thumbs up? I mean, a like. Specifically. Can I get a like if you like the disclaimer? The woke disclaimer. If you don't like the woke disclaimer, I'll also take a like.
We'll take a like no matter what.
Yeah. Because that's the way woke disclaimers work. Hey! It's for everybody. Oh, Chris likes it too. Awesome. Oh, ding. I think we just got another like. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Vance is here. Exclusive Logistics, Myrtle Beach. What's going on, everybody? Oh, Marco Major is here, also with SYCN. Brovachaw's Lemons, what's happening? Thanks for tuning in and saying hello. Danny B is here, of course, 11275. That is... Devin is here. Yep, he's killing it. That's awesome. And who else we got? Oh, Chris Chamberlain. Did I already say hello to Chris Chamberlain? Yeah, I did. Okay. Douglas is here. What's going on? It's too hot. I'm a hot, cute, lost Canadian. Is that like... I'm a hot, Cute
Cute
lost
lost
Canadian.
Canadian.
And
I didn't know you were from Canada.
That sounds like an
It's down
NSYNC
back.
tune. The Backstreet Boys. I'm a hot, cute, lost Canadian.
But it is hot.
Call American Idol. Okay. You know what? It reminds me of, that's what I was trying to think. Hot mess. What is,
Oh yeah.
What is hot mess? If you
Me.
give a like if you think hot mess is weird. Is that weird? I don't know what the.
Well,
What
do you
is
think
it?
somebody's a hot mess?
What is a hot mess? I still don't. I'm
They
not sure
just
if I
do
know
not have
anymore.
their shit together. That's what that means.
But why hot? Why not just mess?
I don't know. Maybe they're sweaty too. I don't.
Because you're a hot, cute Canadian mess? I don't know. I don't get it. I've never understood hot mess. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I feel like my signals are getting crossed. Like, when I hear hot mess, I'm thinking like, does this have to do with like a yoga class that's gone too long? Like
They
hot
do have hot
yoga.
yoga.
I think of hot yoga. That's what it is. I don't know. That makes no sense. Let's see. Important to stay in the know. The more you know. Yes. It is important. Let's see. Oh, the show was lit Tuesday. Thanks, Brova. That's awesome. I thought it was a great show. I really liked it. Here, I'm going to share the link. If you missed Tuesday night's show, SYCN Auto Logistics. This is broker carrier relationships. And yeah, you know what you do? I'm going to say SYCN show link. And then I shared it in a live chat. And just skip ahead.
True.
What you do is, this is the secret. I talk and talk. So skip that whole first hour where I do that. And then if you go to, like, you could probably go to, like, 3/4 into the show, look in the video description below, click on those time codes. And, in fact, skip all the way to where Joe Bercari comes in. That is awesome. Joe Bercari really sums up the show and what's happening. And then from there you can kind of, skip around and do whatever you want. This is Auto Transport. Let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, I think that is. Oh, it's like a dumpster fire. That's a hot mess is like a dumpster fire. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So where's the hot cute Canadian? Okay, it just annoys Vance. Oh boy. Well, it's June.
It is getting hot.
Yeah, it's getting hot. That's for
everywhere
sure. On social media. Okay. All right. So do we have any super load board news? Are there more loads on the board here?
Let's see.
Did that number
up
go
to
up?
5288. I think we were like only in the 4,000s. I think
That's
they're
what I'm
getting
thinking.
more and more people to sign up because I keep seeing more and more different companies.
Oh, cool. That's good.
So
That's really good. Yeah, let's look at some companies. RCG Logistics is in there. We know RCG. Priced Right Auto. I don't know Priced Right. Oh, and it says SuperPay. That's kind of neat. I don't remember seeing that SuperPay multicolored designation.
Oh, no, that's what it
before.
is. Oh, no, that's what it is. And so you know it's SuperPay.
That's neat.
I like them.
Yeah, that's really neat. What else we got? Oh, backlot cars, of course. Oh, wow. And if it's above $1, it's in blue. That's pretty cool. Huh.
I don't know if it's above the $1. No, it's blue because it's an Instabook.
It's an Instabook. What's Instabook?
You don't have to fight for it.
Oh,
yeah.
You just click it and book it? Like it's yours? She's working. DDD is here. What's going on? Nah, it's okay. You're busy. I mean, you're good. Backlot, Tricolor Auto, Adcock, U-Ship Logistics, Verily Solutions. Now
that's a new one.
I have not seen that. Verily Solutions. FlexV.
JP Auto.
Oh, and that's Kevin Parada.
ABRS. Wow. ABRS is on
ABRS. That's a big deal.
Crazy.
They're
Yeah, that is a big deal.
connected to CT Services.
Yep.
Wow. T&J Auto, Travelers Auto Transport.
Let's see.
Hertz? The Hertz Corporation. What?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Holy cow. My gosh.
Motown Freight and Transport. Never seen them on there.
Motown.
And there's another Hertz one, too.
Usco Logistics, another Hertz one. Wow. Flexco. Flexco's, that's a good one. I think that's a fleet. Man, more Hertz, Turn Time, T&J, Ship Your Car Now, Sprinter Transport Nationwide.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah, I know.
Haulable.
Haulable.
Coons
Coons,
I've hauled
easy out of
for.
ship. This is awesome. Wow, dude. Oh my gosh, it
The
is
more we
happening.
get, the better.
This is great.
Yeah, this is. This is pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Let's see what else we got.
I wonder? Hey, it just occurred to me. Is there anything that tells us how many verified carriers are on Super?
Maybe for the broker?
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe the broker has that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Vance says
possible.
Jack Cooper's on. Yeah, that's right, Jack Cooper. I have heard that. Jack Cooper is also on Super Dispatch.
Auto freight carriers, Rush Logistics.
Hayax, ODT. I
Wow,
think
that's
they're
cool.
yeah.
ODT's big.
I think they're out of Texas.
Yeah, I haul for them quite a bit.
VRCG. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
The only thing I
Wow.
wish they would do is most of them are not putting that you can go get this on Super Dispatch. So the normal person isn't going to know this unless there's a little link that says go, here, click on this.
Okay, so it's
Um,
also posted on other load boards. You're saying?
on one load board, yeah. And
Okay, one
like for
other. Okay.
example, RCG I haul for all the time, but they do not put that on the big load board that you need to go get that load from there.
All right, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just need to
it's
learn
a
that little
slow,
trick, you know what I mean?
it's a slow, you're like, I don't,
It's a slow process.
you don't want to
Actually, I mean,
spook the buffalo.
considering from like we'll say 2 weeks ago to now, I mean, there's a lot of new guys on here. I
That
mean,
is
I've talked to a
awesome,
couple
man.
of myself that wanted to be signed up, and I worked some magic and had them get
Get
it
out
all
of
taken
town.
care
You're signing up shippers?
of. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. What was funny is I took the loads and like, we've been trying to get on Super Dispatch. I said, I got the lady for you here. I'll have her call you. And they didn't sign up. So there's a couple of them I did last week, I think.
Good
So
job. That's awesome. Well, it's good for the carriers, good for the community.
yeah,
That
more the
is-
merrier here.
Yeah,
I
super
mean,
cool.
Super
Oh,
cool.
super cool. Get the. Hey, speaking of, is there any update on what's happening when drivers want to use Super Dispatch mobile app? Are brokers how is the broker temperature
Oh,
with Super Dispatch mobile
well,
app
obviously, if they're on here, they're requiring
Yeah.
you to.
going? Right.
But if we're
Good.
talking about the big brokers,
Yeah.
no, they still want us to use
There's
their
still
app.
there's still a tug of war.
Yeah, still.
How many big brokers are playing?
All of them.
Really?
Every one of them has their own stupid. Um,
Why? That's so.
I don't know. It drives us all nuts because
Uh,
I'm like, should be good enough, right?
Here's what's funny is that matches what I'm seeing on. I'm seeing this like pretend war happening on social media where each of these companies, each of these big companies are all pretending they're the biggest and that the other guy isn't saying the same thing. It's funny. I can name five big companies. They're all doing it the same way. They're acting like we're not already talking about it. They're acting like other companies aren't talking about it. They're acting like they're the number one solution. And what that means is that's bad. That's bad for the carrier because if each of these giant brokers is playing this pretend war, then that means the carrier is never going to get to decide what they want to use when they pick up and deliver a car.
Yeah.
And
never.
it's a real problem. That's why I'm pointing it out. Because and also what I just said, nobody else is going to say that. I mean, well, you'll see some guys say this on social media. Zeb Frank is calling out companies, but if more and more people just say what's really happening. We got to go,
Well,
you know.
I mean, we know the main reason they want us to use these apps is because they want to track the driver. That's the main point of this. And I don't know if I talked about this or not, but Cars Arrive as of, I don't know what date it was, but if you do not use their app, they will shut you off. So it's already happened to a couple of our drivers. They give you a warning once and you got to call in and kiss ass and then they'll turn you back on, but don't do it again because you will not be allowed to haul for Cars Arrive. So use their app. It's on the App Store. I think it says Cars Arrive Plus. That's the one you have to use, by the way, because there's two Cars Arrive apps on the App Store. I have no idea why, but use the one that says Plus, and it's whatever your username is and password. There's nothing special that you have to sign up for, and they give you something separate. It's whatever you're using to get onto your account with.
So Marco's stating a good point, because I mean I'm willing to put on a different hat and look at this a different way.
Right. That's what I think it is too. It's just to track them.
But aren't there things called APIs where you can connect your app to another, your technology to another technology, so that ultimately, because what we're talking about is the driver, right? Here's what I'm getting at. So I go to the shows and I see everybody sit up on stages and talk about how they love the carrier, they believe in the carrier is king, and they want to do whatever they can to help the carrier. Well, if you really do believe that, I heard you say it. I can even probably find the videotape. If you truly believe that, can the carrier use the technology they want to use to pick up and deliver your car? Because that's not really what the job is. The job is delivering a car, not using your freaking app.
Right.
So if you can tell me I'm wrong about that, go ahead and send it in to autotransportintel@gmail.com. You don't even have to come on the show live. You can just email me. Just text me, slide it through the mail slot. We know about that too. But yeah, I mean, I'm right. So if you really care about the carrier, let them use the technology they want to use, because this job's about delivering cars.
Right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Change my mind.
And I have a question. Is Super Dispatch on today?
What is it?
Is anybody from Super Dispatch on?
Probably, maybe.
Okay. Well, I have an idea. I know we're giving the golden ticket to the transporters, but shouldn't we be giving a golden ticket to the brokers as well?
So, wait, golden ticket. Do you mean the gold star blue chip thing?
No, I'm talking about the money that they're giving out as once a week, or once a month, or I can't remember what we decided. But anyways, where they get a magic load and they may make X amount of money extra for that load.
Yeah.
So to get more brokers to come on here.
She said it, not me.
To get more brokers on here.
Now that's
cool.
Now that is an interesting idea.
To offer the same kind of situation.
Because you could be that lucky shipper. Now that's a great idea, Sue.
Yeah.
You should. Why don't you send that over to Brittany?
I will.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Well, thank you. Thanks, Anthony. I mean, that's the thing is, because that's again, here's one of my giant beefs. It's a big old beef. Is that we hear how much these big companies love the carriers.
Mm-hmm.
We hear it. We just don't see it.
Yeah. Well, and someone bold just asked, Super Dispatch should contact these brokers. Well, so Metro was originally agreed to all of this to use Super Dispatch app. I think it changed when they came out with Velocity. I don't know for sure, but I'll whisper this. I still don't use Velocity.
Nobody. I almost said something crazy. That's why I have a woke waiver. Here's the thing. Here's what I want to ask. But does Cars Arrive then call and ask if you can move their load? Do they still make those calls?
In fact, we got calls today. Janice did for one of her drivers asking if we could take a certain load that was paying.
God, being right all the time blows.
Yes.
It's great. I love it.
Yes. Well, and Cars Arrive used to let us use Super Dispatch too, and they've dunked that too.
Hey man, change of management. Listen, that's the thing is that when they call, yes, we'll take it for another $100, and we're using whatever app we want.
Right.
Deal?
Nope.
Okay, thanks for playing. Have a great day. Okay. But, I mean, come on. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Anyways, that's fine. Jay, just roll your videos and get out of the way. All right, here we go. Let's watch some. You guys want to watch some crazy videos?
Yes. Let's see it.
All right, cool. This is called Tire. What we do on. Okay, and by the way, if you're joining the show by audio today, we got a couple guests. Stick around. You guys will be on in about 5 or 10 minutes. We got a couple videos and a couple messages, and then, all right, here we go. Tire. Are you ready?
You left the school. I can't tell you that, Professor, said Harry. He had expected the question
Ooh.
and had his answer.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's bad.
Is that crazy? That's just because of a
Just
tire.
from one tire?
I guess.
That's insane. I've never seen. That's what blew up was a tire.
I mean, what? I don't.
To flip and go over the top of everything?
I don't know why that happened. Yeah, it's crazy.
That is insane. Is that in the States?
No, that was, yeah. In fact, what's
it looked
really,
in a different
here,
country.
listen. What's really, I think the guy is listening to a Harry Potter audiobook. Ready?
Okay.
Which is like crazy.
What we're doing this evening when you left the school. I can't tell you that, Professor.
I can't hear it.
said Harry. He
Yeah.
had expected the question.
But he says something about Hogwarts, or I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was
I
bad.
don't understand why it happened. Here, let's watch this one. Here, this one's.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, this guy narrates a little bit, and we're okay with that. Here we go. We just want to see what happens.
Hey, keep an eye on the tow truck.
Watch the tow truck.
Oh. Oh my god. Somebody wasn't paying no attention, were they?
And whoa, my god, that's insane.
That's like some Evil Knievel shit.
It is really nuts.
Oh my god.
And they're like I got a couple guys in cuffs over here, and then
For a
bang,
totally different
I mean,
thing.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, so that is one nutty freaking video. And there's a guy right here.
Oh, I know. He's like bending down. Going, what the hell? Is it good?
But, like, what? And I don't know. You know,
That's somebody not paying no attention
Right?
whatsoever.
Because, I mean, what lane is that guy in? Is he on the shoulder? Is there? I don't know.
He's not on the shoulder. He
Yeah.
is in the lane. That did not help.
I mean,
anything.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking this guy's partly responsible. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because he should
And,
have.
and there's no cones, nothing.
No, yeah, because they should have. Yeah, because if they'd done it like they're supposed to, where you put out your lights and stuff so far back, so you know.
God, that
Wow.
is insane. Thanks for sending in videos. Do send in the videos. I think this is better than America's Funniest Home Videos. I hate that show. Autotransportintel@gmail.com. Send me your videos. Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. I
Yeah.
love Dukes of Hazzard. Man. Just a good old boy. Speaking of, here we go. Check this one out. This one's really interesting.
This 18-wheeler is hauling this flatbed. This flatbed is hauling this Silverado. The Silverado is hauling three dirt bikes.
What?
Okay, it's also hauling this flatbed
God.
or this box truck. In the back
You
of
think
this
that was all
box truck
salvage? I
is an
hope.
old Toyota
Oh my
Tundra.
God, no
In the back
way.
of the Tundra is a
That's what
four-wheeler.
I'm decided
Okay,
to do.
there's also this
Doing the
box
same
truck
thing.
over here that has a Toyota Tacoma with more dirt
Oh.
bikes in it. Okay,
Wow.
it gets even worse.
I mean, I guess that's called
you have this,
maximizing your revenue,
like
Jay.
tree picker truck hauling a Corolla,
With a motorcycle
And then
and a truck.
you have
Inside
this
another
truck
truck.
hauling an old like Toyota
Wow.
hardbody.
Is this all the
just
same
the
company,
front,
or do they just
and an
travel
I think
together?
it is.
But it gets even worse because this
That
truck
is the most
and
insane
this
crap.
truck
And they're
are
concrete company.
attached.
Oh, it's.
So
it's
there's this
towed behind
18-wheeler.
it?
This 18-wheeler is hauling this flatbed.
I thought it was
This
driver.
flatbed
They're
is
towing
hauling
all
the
that. Is that even
Silverado.
legal?
The Silverado is hauling
No way.
There's no way.
3.
Plus, they're going to take out that
three dirt
windshield on
bikes.
that truck right there.
Okay,
when
it's
that
also
truck
hauling
bumps.
this
Good
flatbed.
point.
It's
And
done, dude.
this box truck. In the back of this box truck is an old Toyota Tundra. In the back of the Tundra is a four-wheeler.
That is
Okay. There's also this box
insane.
truck over here that has a Toyota Tacoma.
And so
with-
here's what's interesting. I found this too. Here's the bed with a
Right.
quad runner
right.
to this red truck.
So they took off the
But
bed and
the
ran it over
the
top of it.
punchline, this guy's delivery
front
is perfect.
and an F-150. But it gets even worse because this truck and this truck
My
are attached.
nailed the landing. Nailed it. And I've got one more. This one's for Ty.
Stand around and watch, whereas right now a lot of the research and studies say the best thing you can do is just let it burn. The issue with the electric vehicles is access to the batteries. The batteries are what are causing the enormous amount of heat buildup.
The car is about to be towed away. The battalion chief says, though, that once it's gone, someone will have to keep watching it. They have to make sure that those batteries don't reignite.
And even after it's towed to wherever tow yard is going to, a lot of times the tow yards will submerge the vehicle in water to keep those batteries from flaring back up several hours later and causing another fire. It's really difficult for firefighters.
Wow. They got to submerge the batteries in tanks?
What do they have? Like that?
Do they have those at the terminals? What's up with that? Like,
wow.
Like, that's pretty wild. I mean, again, like, to be clear, man, you could say I like everybody or don't like anybody, or I like all cars, I don't like any cars, whatever you want to say, however you want to paint it. But that's real. And what I think about is, so 100 years ago, when we were switching from horses to Model Ts,
yeah,
what was the news, right? Like, watch out for gas cars, and a guy with a cigar, and like reefer madness, right? Like the reefer madness of like gas cars, like, oh my God, honey, he's driving a gas car, we should get back on our horse. We're the good people, like. I don't know, because I wasn't there. I'm sure there was something. So I'm seeing this, and yeah, I guess, is that the dark side of EV? But I don't know. And you know what? It's good. Here's what the good news is. Nobody cares. Okay, now we care. All right, okay, Jay. You've had your fun. Oh, I've got memos, accounts getting hacked. We're going to skip all that. We already know that. We're going to do an account getting hacked show. Oh, this is cool. Tuesday night, we're going to have an IT cybersecurity company as the feature. Yeah, it's actually going to be really interesting. It's beyond automotive. It's going to be a cool show. This is going to be really interesting. But I do want to share this. So I saw that Jen was on Auto Transport Everything. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her. Yep.
And the moment I saw that, I thought, oh my God, get your anti-riot gear. This isn't going to go well. And I was right.
The email I sent to you too.
I was right, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Like, it didn't go well. She's trying to talk about logistics.
Right.
And she gets reminded that she's not patriotic. I'm surprised nobody called her a commie.
A snow union. Enjoy the day off paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this one guy says, like, I can't believe you're trying to make carriers work. Where did that happen? I'm like,
we don't make anybody work.
I know.
If they
I think
want
it's
to
pretty
work,
sorry you expect someone to work. You commie. And she's she's like, no, listen, I'm trying to talk about.
They won't even dispatch the load.
Like,
whether it was, yeah.
This is, to me, and this is why I got kind of like amped up on Tuesday night. To me, this is literally one of the fundamental freaking problems in this industry is that take out brokers, take out shippers, take out who the customer is. You've got steering wheel holders, non-steering wheel holders, wedgies, non-wedgies, whatever, arguing amongst themselves about what logistics is.
Yeah.
Versus, whether you're patriotic or not. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And if we stay in this mud wrestling ring, we're never going to get out of it. And I also know, because I've talked to Ty, like when I talk like that, I mean, I think it even makes him a little like, whoa, Jay. But listen, man, do you think this is why the shipper doesn't want to talk to you? Because you sound like you're fighting over a damn banjo.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
She's trying to talk about logistics.
Yeah.
My God.
Forcing anybody into working or anything
Jesus.
like that.
I mean, no wonder everybody's pouring Bud Light in the parking lot. See, I defended it. All right. Hey, this is pretty neat. I'm gonna roll another video. There was a Lucky Load winner. Did you know that?
Yes, I got an email, didn't you? No?
Oh, you got an email. Have you seen the
Saying who
video?
the winner was.
Check this out. After this video and a couple messages, we're going to be back. We're going to see what our carrier friends have to say, so stick around. We will be right back.
Hey, back.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Good. What are you up to?
You know that lucky load that we launched?
Yeah.
Where somebody gets a lucky load every month on the Super Loadboard? So we have a winner. We ran a promo on the Super Loadboard called Lucky Load. It was Stan's idea.
That was my idea. I'm Stan.
Empire Auto won a $600 prize, hauling from NJ Automotive, but we don't know how to get a hold of him, so could you look him up for us? 2104. Should we tell MJ Automotive too?
We can. MJ Automotive, they were the shipper?
Yeah, in your idea, in your original vision,
Yeah.
does the shipper also find out?
In the original vision, it was designed to reward carriers for leveraging the Loadboard.
Okay, we found it. Here we go.
Hey Jerry, this is you have a whole team here from Super Dispatch. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
We're doing great. Are you familiar with the new promotion that we launched called the Lucky Load?
I am.
Congratulations, you guys are the very first winners of the Lucky Load.
Very nice.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You're a great dispatcher.
The next evolution of moving cars faster, smarter, and easier is here. SuperPay by Super Dispatch. Today, shippers waste hours managing fragmented payment systems. And carriers are left wondering, never knowing when they'll finally get the payment they're owed. SuperPay saves everyone time and hassle by securely automating payment upon proof of delivery. No more tracking down payments or onboarding carriers to disconnected payment systems. With integrated payments with SuperPay, Super Dispatch is now the only end-to-end, all-in-one auto transport platform. Automate payments where you automate transport.
Being a carrier is tough. Slow pay, bad lanes, and countless brokers. It's hard out here, but it doesn't have to be.
At Ship Your Car Now, we understand the challenges our carriers face. That's why we're committed to on-time payment, guaranteed lanes, and an open line of communication with our dispatch team.
Our carriers and drivers are our partners, and we're committed to helping them succeed. Sign up on our carrier portal today. Ship Your Car Now, committed to carriers.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
You're watching Dispatching Live on ATI Thursday. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of carrier broker talk. Let's see what we got here. Now, Sue, are you still with me?
I'm here.
All right. Now, hey, Lloyd, can you hear me, Lloyd?
Yes. Hi, Sue.
Hey, how are you?
Perfect. Lloyd Vanover of River City Services is with us. And Kyle. Kyle, can you hear me? He's just joining now. Kyle, check, check.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
All right, cool. Kyle is with us. of Mus Trucking. Did I say that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Now, Kyle was on the show Tuesday night with SYCN, and we were talking about brokers and carriers, really all kinds of stuff. And now Lloyd Vanover and Kyle have not met, both carriers. So what I want you to do is, Kyle, please say hello again, introduce yourself, and then Lloyd, you'll go after him, and then let's see what we want to talk about.
Yeah, my name is Kyle. My company is Mus Trucking out of Okemos, Michigan. I have 10 semis and 1 hotshot based out of Michigan.
And I'm Lloyd Vanover, River City Services, based out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and I have 2 semis and 1 hotshot.
Cool.
Awesome. So, you know, we've been having more, you know, live guests here and there, and tell me something about. We're trying to bring. It's hard. It's actually hard. Carriers are so busy. They don't have time. You know, you don't have time to like come live on a show and sit in makeup and wardrobe and do the whole thing. What's something on your mind right now that's happening that you want to mention, that you want to talk about?
Go ahead, Kyle. Kyle there?
Yo. Hey, Kyle.
Looks
And
like
also, and signals are tough too. I mean, it is tough.
That may be what's
That's
going
why,
on.
like, whenever I'll tell you a secret.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, we can hear you, Kyle. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So what was the question you said? I'm sorry, I totally missed it.
No problem at all. And I just want to say that we're happy that you're here, and we'll keep you for 20 plus minutes if we can. Kyle, what's something happening right now that you want to say, that you would like to talk about, that you think is on other carriers' minds?
What's happening right now? I mean, right now, my 3 of my drivers are here with me at the office trying to find the load, but every load we call right now, they're saying, "Oh, let me call with the customer. Let me call with the customer." So they're posting loads without a signed contract where it's holding up us. So and then whenever I book something else, they dispatch it over to me, and then I'm in a tough situation where I have to cancel this load now because they took forever. So those kind of stuff is right now is very tough right now to book loads.
I agree.
I know Sue can talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably my biggest pet peeve too, is always that. And that's why there's always certain, I don't know if you've noticed too, there's always certain companies that do exactly that whole spiel. Or they also do the thing where, will you take it for $50 less, $100 less?
Yes.
And then they still say, I have to talk to my customer. But yeah, there's certain companies out there that do that. And that's why I always say, if you're basing your load off of that load, then don't do it, because then you do exactly what you're saying, where you got to cancel stuff. And we have to do it all the time too. I hate it.
Yes, exactly. So literally there was a load yesterday. Example, it was for 3,000. I called the guys like, "Hey, can you do 2,500?" And I'm saying, you posted it for 3. Why are you asking me to do it for 25 when you posted it for 3? I'm like, no. And then he keeps bugging me, please take it, please take it. So it puts us in a very tough situation where we're missing out on a load, and we're calling this load that's a load that's not even exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I completely agree. I mean, it happened to me yesterday too. It was like listed for $650, wanted me to take it for $5. I said, no, why do you guys, and it's always certain companies, so I always kind of let them have it. And I'm like, it's called bait and switch. You guys can't be doing this. I mean, it's so wrong in so many ways, and yet they do it every single day and get away with it.
yes, I agree with it. Number one is that U.S. Trucking. They're companies. U.S. Trucking.
Yep, that's one of them. There's a couple other ones start with S. I won't say them. You can say them if you want. And that was one of them I was dealing with yesterday about the same thing. And I had held to my, whatever you want to call it, and she kept calling me back. Will you do it for this less? No. Finally she said, all right, fine. I'll send it over to you in 30 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wait till I see that. I actually did get it though. Eventually came through.
Yeah, another one was where I was dispatched to load yesterday for a certain amount, and then I called the customer saying, hey, just to let you know, we're gonna come pick up, because I always give them, like a 24-hour notice thing. I'm coming. So I called the lady. We spoke very well, and then at the end I said, hey, so how are you gonna pay us? And then I told her the amount. She's like, wait, that's not the amount they told me. So I lost the load automatically because the lady said, no, I'm not paying that. So and then I lost the load because that broker was posting a load without a signed contract. That's what I could say.
Yep.
A wrong price.
Yep. It's to get us to call them, and then they play their little game, and it drives me insane too. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. I mean, the load board that handles it should stop that stuff, but we know that they are only a load board, and they do not do anything with any of that stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Lloyd, you got anything to add to that?
Well, I'm just sitting here saying, boy, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
Right. Right.
But, it goes all the way back, early, ties, always saying, you got to develop that relationship with the dealer, with the customer. And I have to say I consider myself very fortunate, especially when I listen to horror stories like this. I have my customer base, that relationship that we've developed, and about the only time I use a broker really is just to fill space. I've said it before. When I'm doing stuff for my customers, I get paid both ways, loaded or empty. It doesn't matter. And so if I have a empty space, and if I want to take the time and the trouble to, try and find something else to put in that slot, then yeah, I'll jump on the load board and see what's going and that. But I'm not going to let a truck sit, because, like I said, I'm getting paid to go both ways no matter what. And when I listen to horror stories like this, that's one of the reasons why, in these low rates, these guys got these low rates. I'm not going to hold up a truck. I will not hold a truck up. I will not make a driver sit overnight, just waiting on a load. I mean, these dealers, they have their hours of operation, and we have our clock that we have to go by. And someone says, well, no, it's not ready yet. Well, then I just say thanks, but no thanks, and move on. And, we said it on the shows before, you got to know what you're worth. What is your time worth to do this? But, I can't stress it any more than what Ty does, that building that relationship with the dealers, with the customers. Well, for example, I'll give you a couple of examples. I had calls this week to go to St. Louis and, go to eastern Missouri and western Missouri both. But just due to time constraints and scheduling, I told them, I'm sorry, I can't do it. And but my customers, they'll wait. I had one 2 weeks ago that needed a car moved, and I said, I can't do it, and then they say, well, when can you do it? And I like, that. I've developed that relationship that they'll wait on me to do it when I can get to it. And, but it comes down to the customer service, and damages. I hear it all the time from the customers, the dealers, just all the cars they're getting in that are damaged. And they get tired of it. I mean, they're really tired of it. Because, here again, based on past shows and experiences, these customers got these cars sold. They want to get it to their lot as quick as possible. And then when they get it there and it's damaged, well, they lose the sale. And so developing that relationship, not have to deal with these issues for these guys trying to
does the
price
dealer
wars,
Does the dealer care what app you used?
No, I don't. The dealer don't care. I do my inspections. I do our paperwork. We do our invoices, and no, it doesn't matter. I keep them updated when I'm picking it up, what my ETA will be as far as delivery goes. Communication. That's the big thing, is communication. But so yeah, the brokers. The brokers, and that's another thing. All these brokers have their different apps, and so I just have a small select group of brokers that I'll use, because I don't want to have to use 10 different apps. Everybody trying to reinvent the wheel. It's frustrating.
That's a great way to put it. Reinventing the wheel. And because it does, it feels like that way. Hey, everybody, we got a great new idea. Really? We need another Commodore 64 out there? Okay, great.
Yeah, and then when the app doesn't work, or there's a cell connection or something like that, and they get frustrated. Well, how come you didn't do the inspection, send the inspection, and send us a pickup order? Well, your app's not working.
All right, good stuff.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I love it. Hey, Kyle, what else have you got? What else is in that wheel
What
of
else is
topics? Yeah, what's another? That was because look at what you did. You named one thing and it went. It's like setting off a firework. What do you got? What else you got? Yeah.
And then another thing is that we have to stop taking cheap rates. They accept them, and then that's why the brokers take advantage of us. They're saying, "Oh, because I got a
bell, Jay. Ding, 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 ding."
Because every time I call a broker, I'm like, "Hey, can you help me? Can you help me a little bit?" "Oh no, I got it done at this price, if not a little bit cheaper." Because they say that, and they're not lying. They're saying the truth. Because there's so many companies out there that are taking that rate where it's affecting us, and then we have to take it at that rate. That's another big thing for everyone. We cannot take cheap rates.
Well, I agree with you there, Kyle. It's just, but I myself, I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to haul it. I just tell them, because they'll tell me, well, look, I can get so-and-so to do it for this. And I say, well, have him do it. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And then when it shows up a week late and it's damaged, well, that's that cheaper rate you got.
Yeah, and so many of them say, "Oh, I had a driver, but they broke down." They always say, "Oh, I had a driver, it broke down." So that's what they say. Because I example, for a cheap rate, "Oh, I had someone at this rate, but their truck broke down or something happened." They just make up some stories.
Well, if someone calls me or if I'm calling, and there's, well, maybe let me check so and so. I'll give them a time frame. I'll say, okay, my cutoff time is, let's say 2 p.m. today. If you can't give me an answer by 2 p.m., I'm out. I'm gone. I don't want them thinking that I'm sitting waiting and depending on them, because I don't. It's just not worth it. Just to kind of give you an idea, anytime someone wants me to sit and wait, my rate's $100 an hour. That's what my going rate is. If you want me to sit and wait, or you're going to hold me up, you want me to do something with my truck, it's $100 an hour. I don't give you 2 hours of waiting time or nothing like that, so take it or leave it. But they're just, knock on wood, fortunate they take it.
Yeah. Have you ever picked up from Normal, Illinois?
Yes.
And then did you see the amount of a hotshot there is there?
Oh, the hotshots just drive me nuts because they're the ones tearing the stuff up and driving our insurance rates up and claims. And,
so Lloyd wasn't even with us Tuesday night, and that's exactly what we got said Tuesday night, is that hotshots. And where is that coming from? So where did all these hotshot folks get the idea?
Because, Jay, the reason why they got this, because they came to the U.S. maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. They don't have nothing in their hands, no CDL, no nothing. So they go to a company, and the company just says, "You know what, work for me." That's it. So I've met so many drivers that are driving hotshot illegally. They don't have the proper CDL that they need. So they're just driving. So because compared to a truck expense and a hotshot, hotshot has less. So they just minimize. So they say, "Oh, if it's 3,000, I'll just do it for 2,000." Example.
Oh.
They get it, and then the broker goes for them again.
Okay, so it sounds to me like at the beginning of this food chain of problems is the company that has set up shop and is saying, "Hey, come work for us." Like, wherever you just came from, we can put you to work.
100%.
And that company, what does that company look like?
I mean, a company that looks like is probably, they have, example, in Chicago, Illinois. There's so many, like, example, a guy has, 50 hotshots. Whoever comes to the U.S., hey, come work for me, come work for me. The word gets from this person to that person, it just gets spread. oh, this person's hiring without any legal documents. Let me just go work for him. Illegally, nothing's gonna happen to me. Everything's gonna happen to this company. So they take those risks, and so many of them drive at night to avoid wait stations.
Right. Okay. So, but again, so how many, and where are they getting the trucks? What's the logistics of this operation, and where did they get this idea? Were they a past new, just got here driver, and now they've right?
So, example, it could be from. Oh, go ahead.
I think a lot of it is just, you're talking about double brokering and that. I think a lot of it, Jay, is just really let's say Sue, she's a broker. She books a company, a carrier, to haul a couple of cars or whatever. So that carrier driver, truck never even touches that car. He calls a buddy. Here's one here for you. He knows these guys that are running illegal, no authority, no insurance. He's got a 2 or 3 car trailer. Pick them up and run with these.
So that also matches what was said Tuesday night, is that you've got folks showing up to pick up cars that aren't even on the roster. Like, where'd you come from?
Yes.
Correct.
Right? So,
yes.
Well, and I just want to
say
say
with my dealers, I tell my dealers, look for that little yellow sticker in the bottom right-hand corner of the windshield. If it doesn't have a little sticker,
yeah.
Yes, I check that DOT number, and stuff. So I don't haul everything, if they need to have hauled. But Mike does, my dealers.
This reminds me of, aren't they called coyotes that help groups of illegal immigrants cross the border?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And again, I'm not trying to get political, but I'm trying to dissect what this operation looks like. Right?
Yes.
We're going to go to the board and we're going to say, what are we talking about? And what we're talking about is an underground network, if I can even say that. I don't even know if I can say underground anymore. So that word's been okay. So we're talking about an underground shadow company that has found a way to tap into fresh folks.
Yep.
And just put it behind the wheel and start driving around and doing stuff.
Yes. I'll give you another idea how bad it is, Jay. Because I've mentioned this before. I do some stuff for Amazon as well. Okay, I do Amazon mover trailers and haul else. It's gotten to be so bad, even with Amazon, with the semi trucks, where these guys are letting their buddies, here, we got this load for you to move, and go to Amazon and do this. Well, Amazon is starting a new deal now, to where you have to send the driver's license to Amazon, who is going to be moving this freight. And so when they show up at the security guard shack, they better match the driver's license that's been booked that load. And so they don't have their medical card and their insurance and that kind of thing there. And so, like with Sue's, how does Sue know? But you see a lot of the brokers now that are saying the DOT number on the truck has to match what's on the bill of lading. The DOT number, the company name has to match what's on the bill. A lot of times it doesn't. They just call a buddy and say, here, go do this.
Somebody's going to say, well, you guys are, spreading hate. This doesn't have anything to do with that.
No, it doesn't.
We're talking about...
We're just trying to run a business legally.
Right. This is why you have tires bouncing around the road. Whatever. Crap falling off trucks, flips to the week and all that crap. But in fact, I'm here, instead of me saying it, what is the problem? What are the main problems with having gentlemen and ladies behind wheels of trucks that have no idea what they're doing, barely speak the language or whatever? What are the main problems with that?
It's dangerous. It's illegal, and it costs lives.
Right.
It costs insurance to go up.
It's driving insurance through the roof, number one.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is interesting because, again, when I was in California, I was told, hey, you're going to need uninsured motorists insurance. And I thought, what? Wait, I'm getting insurance. I got to get insurance for the guy that doesn't get insurance? Yep. What? And they're like, yeah, that's standard. It's California. And I'm like, well, do you think you have a problem then? If that's I mean,
Just
you don't
pass the
get
buck.
you don't get homeowners insurance for your house and all your neighbors.
Right.
But you
Hey,
do when you
Jay.
get car insurance. Yeah, go ahead.
You remember how you just said, where do these guys find these hotshot drivers? They are finding all these people from Facebook. They're posting, they're making ads of this. Hey, we're hiring non-CDL, come drive for us. And then, weekly example, $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah.
So there's so many of those that I see on Facebook. So, and majority of these people all have Facebook. So, word gets spread from there too. From a friend to a friend, they share, and then everyone's just going out there.
So the coyote, the coyote's got the gang and then they're like, okay, all right, over there's a jug of water. Go 2 miles that way, and here's your Facebook login.
Yes.
Am I wrong? Are we close?
No, you're not wrong.
All right,
Okay,
close.
the other thing.
And somebody somewhere just left, and this was because this is not working. I made that up. Actually, I think we just got some more viewers and some more likes. All right, so insurance is through the roof. It's dangerous. How is the DOT not? I don't know.
Well, like you said, they're running at nighttime. They're going around the scales. They're just.
Yes.
Out on the street, you see some stuff that just blows your mind. Like, how in the world can he get away with that? And I can't, But here's the other thing, now you talk about drivers, okay. It doesn't take much just to drive a truck, pick up a truck going down the road. But when these guys come from overseas and other countries, okay, these coyotes, they're not making $2,000 a week. They're making $25 a day. And so here's a business that's putting these drivers in these trucks, and they're only paying them $25 a day. Yeah, they can haul this stuff for cheaper rates. And that's what's driving our rates down.
Also,
ahead,
Jay, another one is what they do, Jay, is because I personally met this person in Springfield, Ohio. So you probably saw this on so many hotshot. It's just like paper, like their logo. Have you ever seen those? It's just like paper.
Yes, always taping them on with different tape.
So
print off another one, tape another one on.
So exactly. That's
See it
what
all
I
the time.
say. That's what they do. They take that one off. They put a new one. Example: when they're passing through a scale, they stop real quick, tape the other company, drive through. Oh, this is a clean company. Drive through. That's it. So they don't touch that company until this company is destroyed, and then they move on to that one, and then they always have a backup one. That's what they do. Because I personally met someone like that.
There's all kinds of things just going on out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I told him, you're not afraid. He's like, no, whatever the company tells us, that's what I do. Nothing's going to happen to me. So, and he is 100% right about that. Nothing is going to happen to him. Everything is going to happen to this one company. They're going to shut it down, have a backup company. That something happens, have another backup. So it's just backup.
And Sue, you see some of that, don't you? Like, and I know Sue's, also has a busy office, but I think that she sees some of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On a regular. Yeah.
If you can, I mean, what is that? What does the company turnover renaming scam?
How much do I see of it?
Yeah, is it? I mean, how common is it? What is it easy? How is that? How is that? I can't even understand how that's doable, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I see it that much. Because usually what happens with that is if they've gotten bad stuff with their brokers or stuff like that, they're going to change their name completely. It won't be like used to be this and now we're this. They'll just start over. They'll start out with a new business owner, a new everything, and then you don't know that they've scammed people over. You know what I mean? I've seen
it's kind of like a change in administration. Okay.
Right. And then they go put it under another person's name and MC number and all that good stuff.
And then probably go from, like, example, if the company owner's name is example Smith, they'll go to Kyle, example. From Kyle to another new person, the company will be under example Jared. It's just going to switch like that, example. So every time that company is going to be owned by a different name. And that's what they're going to keep doing. Family members like that. So, that's how it happens.
How is it that, I mean, it seems like we got guns a-blazing on whether or not a dispatcher is illegal. But you've got hundreds and thousands of, outlaw hotshot. Is there any way to point the radar gun in the right direction here? You know, and this is actually, I'll say this. When I look and see who the next, like, FMCSA head is, oh my gosh, I just groan. It's always like, you know, I don't know, somebody who is really just a career politician.
Yeah, you're never going to be able to stop these companies. Never.
Right. Okay, there you go. That's what, thank you. I mean, that's just the truth. It's never going to happen. And it keeps, by the way, those roads just keep getting more dangerous, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's dangerous out there.
Yep, absolutely.
So many guys come out there.
How do you
no clue what to do.
How do you manage the level of dangerous of the road?
Be very attentive. Cameras, you have your cameras on and stuff, but you got to be very attentive to what's going on. You can't afford to be distracted.
You just have to be extra cautious. That's what I can tell you.
And like, I mean, when you park, when you load, when you unload, you go to an auction, you go to a truck stop. I mean, right, everywhere you go, you're on red alert. Am I wrong?
You're 100% right.
Well, you know, Jay, I got backed into sitting still to the truck stop.
Exactly.
I backed into it, drove into it.
I mean, you were, and that might have been the rollover from, because parking is an issue, right?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
And so
that's a total another subject.
Well, I know. Well, I know the can of worms just gets bigger. The thing is, how does this information? I mean, does it? Can it? Will it ever get back to the shipper, the customer, the broker? I mean, it seems like if you're calling on a load and they're just checking to see if they have the customer, you're way far away from all the other realities you have to deal with.
And the only time, you know,
do you take a lot of Xanax? Right? I mean, this is high anxiety. I'm just getting anxious talking about it. Sue's starting to sweat.
Well, you know, just one mess up, you know, as they say, can ruin 1,000 attaboys. And then so everything go along good, you know, but all of a sudden when that one problem child pops up and your cars are gone or missing, you know, you don't know where your cars are.
Your ramps are gone. Your ramps get stolen, right? You got to always check to make sure your ramps are locked on. Ladders get stolen.
All right, guys, I got to go.
Yeah.
Been called.
You got to go. Okay,
Thanks.
yeah, Lloyd, thank you, buddy. Thanks for sticking
Thank
around.
you.
Yeah, that was awesome. Kyle, you're still with us. Yeah.
You'll never stop those, Jay.
Yeah. Okay, well, so that's good. So we've really ended on a solution. You'll never stop those.
You'll never stop them. You can try 1,000%. You're never going to stop them.
Listen, I agree with you. Everybody that watches this show knows I'm not a real big pie in the sky kind of guy. I'm more of a realist, which makes me a pessimist. But you have to be, I mean, you're going to have to be somewhat pessimistic if you're going to stay safe on the road. It's a dangerous place. It's a hard job. Even without all those problems, it's a hard job.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, just Vlad talking about loading enclosed trailers. I mean, you got to know what you're doing.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's why, for someone to be successful in this business, you have to find one of a good broker. That's really hard. You cannot find a good broker.
Which brings it back home to why SYCN Auto Logistics wanted us to talk about this. Because with all the other things going on, great carriers and great brokers need to find each other and stick together.
100%. See, I love working with John Roberts. You know, I love working with him.
Shout out John Robertson.
Yes, so
Ship Your Car Now.
Amazing.
SYCN Auto Logistics. Why do you? What is it about working with Ship Your Car Now, SYCN Auto Logistics that you like? What is it?
Because, you know, they're always honest. You know, if I ask something, they tell me, oh, vehicle's here, ready to be picked up, dispatch it right away. Where other companies, oh, let me verify, let me do this. So that's just, you're wasting your time already. Because, you know, that person might take 1 hour, where with Ship Your Car, they dispatch it to me right away. I just go there, pick it up, and that I'm saving so much time. And, you know, their prices is always a fair price where you can say, okay, from this I will earn money. From this I will earn money. Where other companies, you're like, oh, am I going to earn something? So you're always nervous if you're going to even earn something from those loads, because everything's just going to go to diesel. Diesel's skyrocketing right now, so everything, it's very tough.
What I like to appreciate that, Kyle, and Michelle's giving a shout out and a thanks in the live chat, is that it's clear that you know what other carriers know. And so you're a carrier saying, hey, Ship Your Car Now, SYCN Auto Logistics, is a company you should look at working with, if you're not
100%.
already doing so.
Yeah, even if I even do a load for them, and I'm like, oh, I might take a loss, but regardless, for Ship Your Car, I will help out, because back in the time, they helped me out so many times that I will do everything to help them out back.
Right. Wow, that's what friendship looks like. Friendship.
Yeah, you're going to hook up your friend, tomorrow he's going to hook you up, so you can't always take advantage of this person and be like, oh, more money, more money. We cannot be greedy.
Sue, I think in the 100+ shows we've done, I don't think I've ever said the word friendship on Dispatching Live.
True.
It's crazy. It feels good. Feels really good. Well, Kyle, man, listen, thank you so much for joining us. That was really awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was really, really great to hear from you.
Yeah, well, next one you guys are going to do, I would love to be in, so just let me know.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, well, stay tuned. We'd love to see you in the live chat sometime.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. I'm going to let you go now, and we sure do appreciate Kyle and SYCN Auto Logistics. That was really, really cool. Now, Sue, let's see here. I don't know what else. Oh, I did want to say this. Hey, tomorrow is the Super Pay Unlocked webinar. So you do want to sign. Do you know how many people they say they've got signed up for this?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I heard there's over 100 people signed up for this webinar.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know. So so get your spot, join the webinar, learn how you can benefit from Super Pay, and you can ask other questions, I'm sure, about verified carriers and super brokers and lucky loads. There's a lot to talk about on Super Dispatch now. And Vin is your host, and Vin was on our show. If you want to get to know Vin a little bit better, let me put in the link for that. That was really good. What was that? 2 weeks ago, or was that last week? I think it was last week. Super Dispatch Vin was live on ATI. Yeah, that was last week. So here, I'm gonna put the link to that. You know, because you can never you can't get too much dispatching live in your system. It's like Super Beats. Okay. Let's see here. This is the podcast. That's a good way also to, if you miss the show live and you're hanging around in the sunshine and you're grilling meat, get the podcast. It's ATI Auto Business, of course, and always remember that you can call or text Ty 417-483-2764. You can call or text Ty. You can email me, autotransportintel@gmail.com. And don't forget about the Lucky Load giveaway. Don't forget to tell Brittany your idea.
I will.
I think that's an awesome idea.
I do too, because I think it'll bring more brokers in, and that's what we're wanting. We want more brokers for us to get loads off of there.
It's brilliant.
So gives them incentive.
That's right. Brilliant incentive. It's the Car Ship and Business channel. It is now about 1:15, and it's interesting. I had said that the show's going to be an hour from now on. I think what we're doing now is about an hour and a quarter.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit more.
75 minutes is about our sweet spot. And did I miss anything? Oh, I do want to say this. My gosh, did you see Nexus going crazy?
Yes, I
making
saw that.
a rain.
Awesome.
Shout out Nexus. Right on. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Making martinis in the super chat. I just want to say I really love seeing friends of the saloon, of the ATI wrestling ring, come around, get a beer, take a look, see what's happening inside the ring. Give a shout out. Carlos is here, Chris, Michelle, Auction Direct Bobby, Bold Auto Logistics. It's just great to see all of you in the live chat. DDD. And I appreciate it. So if you ever have a comment, question, idea, let us know. We're interested to hear you. Tomorrow we have NIADA is back on Cars on the Move. And here we go. Here, Sue.
Yes.
What is NIADA?
Well, it's a huge thing that runs the cars, and you want to be a part of it, and it will help you further your business. And I mean, it has a lot of factors into it that helps with car hauling, and I think they'll run you to insurance. They'll run you through. Don't they also help you with finding your God? What am I thinking of? Consortiums and stuff like that.
That's a good answer. Yeah, no, that's all true. That's all true. NIADA is a convention. It's next month, and I'm going to share the link in the live chat. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure, because here's I've really found the hook. This is the hook that I believe in. I know a lot of when I hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm going to go to a trade show," they usually say like MATS or GATS or like Chrome Truck Stop Mafia or whatever it is.
Oh, never heard of that one.
Okay, and those are cool. Have you been at any one of those shows?
No.
All right.
I've not been at any shows. The closest I got to come to the show was going to Vegas, and I didn't get to go. So maybe next year. Yeah.
Well, so here's that's it. Okay, that's it. And there's a lot of people in those shoes. But you will find MATS, since we're in the Midwest. MATS is Mid-America Truck Show. All right? And Mid-America Truck Show is cool. I've been to it a couple times.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get any real new business. Like, I learned some things, I saw some things, but really what I got was a lot of swag and a lot of walking.
Oh.
I did talk to people, and I did see some things, but there's something about that show where I felt like I was like, man, this was cool and all, but I don't know why I'd come every year. Yeah. It's kind of like the county fair. Do you go to the county fair every year?
We don't have those, Jay.
What's a county fair, right?
Yeah, I mean, we used to, but they got rid of those.
Oh,
years
they got rid of those with COVID?
Yeah, I mean.
All right. Well, it's not a total loss. I mean, you look over the hay bale, you see world's smallest mule buried about 20 feet below. The
funniest thing is my son was talking about it the other day. He said, we used to have like these basketball games with donkeys, and people rode the donkeys all over and played basketball. And I said, we used to do that at my school too, but because the donkeys were pooping everywhere and it was made for like a real mess, they stopped doing that years ago too. And I was like, but it was fun. So yeah, fun stuff goes away.
From truck shows to donkeys in high school.
And playing basketball.
I see the connection. So anyways, this is, okay, but if you are like, Bobby's like, what did I miss? Start the show over. This was for Bobby. Cheers, Bobby.
We're talking about donkeys now.
Talking about donkeys. Donkey show. No, not donkey show. Okay.
And we're not in Mexico.
Right.
Anyways, moving on.
Well, we were earlier. Okay.
That's true.
See, and I didn't say it earlier because this way, if you're going to stay woke, you got to keep things separated. All right? Okay. So if you're let's say you haven't been to MATS or the county fair or whatever, and it's fine, but you're looking for something else. You're ready to what can I do? And we talk a lot about a lot of trade shows, like Finished Vehicle Logistics. If it's your first time, no, that's not your first show. Don't go to Finished Vehicle Logistics. It's expensive, and you will get creamed because you don't know what you're doing. For your first trade show, go to NIADA. I put the link in the live chat. It's affordable. It's several days. Yes, it's It's a lot of dealers, but they're independent dealers. See, and this was pointed out to me. Independent dealers means independent thinkers. You don't go to NADA your first show either. You will get crushed. But if you go to NIADA, perfect, Bobby. And why did you say that? Because you didn't know which show to go to. I'm telling you, it's a big part of it. Plus, you got to do, you know this too, Bobby. You got to do your own, you got to get your elevator pitch, business card, hat, t-shirt, whatever it is. Do some marketing, get ready, and you're going to learn how to talk to people. But it's got to be people that might want to talk to you back. NIADA is such a place. All right, I've said enough, but that's my NIADA spiel. It really is. It's one of Ty's favorite shows. And again, there are like, NIADA is an association, which is good because they also, because they believe in what they're doing. It isn't just a money grab. The indies is where that's right, and that's where you can make relationships and talk. I'm just gonna say it, and they don't care. NADA is different. NADA, you feel like you're riding a little horse up to a giant golden castle, and you're like, I'm leaving. I don't know what I'm doing here. You'll feel that way. Now you can still go in and do things, but the booths are giant. You know, it's like. Right? It's like showing up in Dubai. You're like, whoa, dude. I didn't know everybody had a Maserati. Right? So NIADA, real people, salt of the earth, willing to talk and help you learn. And so anyways, there's my NIAD spiel. Wow, that was a long one. But when we're only going to be promoting this for another few weeks, because then we're going to be at NIADA. We're going to be there June 19th for the whole week. There's not going to be a dispatching live that week.
What's the date?
Yeah. So good. No dispatching live on the 21st. We will be at NIADA.
And that's July?
That's this month, June. So we've got a show next.
21st.
Oh, I'm sorry, 22nd. 22nd.
Okay.
Jeez. Jay. So we got a show next Thursday, June 8th. We got a show June 15th, and we'll do a show June 29th.
So I have a surprise for everybody on the 15th, but I can't tell you what it is until it happens.
Sue surprise on the 15th?
Sue surprise on the 15th.
Wow. I'm going to put that on the I'm going to put that up on the board.
Okay.
June 15th is Sue surprise. Good, because next Thursday we are hoping to do our ratings extravaganza.
Sweet.
Yeah. Do you like?
I hope.
Do you like the name?
Yeah,
Right?
that's good.
Ratings extravaganza. I just made it up. You know, that's what I do here. I don't have anything else to do. Believe me. Anybody watching's like, we know. All right. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, and every state has an IADA. That's correct. Dude, you know all about it. Bobby, are you going to the show? You should go. And we encourage anybody. And if you don't, listen, here's what you can do. Take it offline. If you want to talk about this offline, 417-483-2764. Call or text Ty. Say, listen, should I go to this one? You know, and because we want to see, that's what we're trying to get more logistics folks there. Because here's one of the things. I'm going to end the show with a secret. See, here's what happened. For years, the folks doing the heavy lifting didn't know about these shows. And the folks that figured out this is where the customers are at have been going for years. So now, this is why those big brokers that don't let you use your app and all that stuff, they feel like they own the show. Because we didn't know. We didn't go. And the more they see the little guy with his wheelbarrow showing up, I think it makes them nervous. So if you want to make them nervous, go to the show. Start showing up at these things, and they'll be like, what happened? Why is anybody watching ATI? That guy needs to stop talking. I'm going to get thrown into a white van one of these days. Hopefully that's not true. All right. Okay, real rosy picture, Jay. Once again, way to end the show. Thanks so much. I want to thank everybody in the live chat. When I said white van, I mean, pushed from the sidewalk and then okay. I didn't mean that other weird white van. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being in the live chat, saying hello. And Bobby's not going to go to any shows. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, you can't leave any ratings on Central now? Really?
Oh, he can't. Probably not. Yeah.
Why not?
Because he does his through CarShip.io. And if you're not dispatched through CD, you can't give ratings. So, yeah, that's true.
It's interesting how they manage the kind of the swivel doors over there.
Yeah.
Just like, because if you don't use bats, like, you're like, oh, well, what am I talking about? I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you don't use bats, you don't get full functionality.
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But that's true, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Hearsay.
Yeah.
But that's a fact, isn't it?
Probably Bobby knows for sure. He'd probably.
I mean, that's what they say. I've read that.
Yeah.
But that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, quotes. More. No, really. The lawyers are over there like, wait, I got him. No, we don't have him. We got him. No, we can't get him. All right, too much fun. All right, I've really gone on way too long. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much, Ship Your Car Now, and SYCN Auto Logistics, Kyle, Lloyd, and everybody in the live chat. Sue, Office, what do we say, Office?
What do we say, everybody? Everybody, goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thanks, everybody, so much. We'll see you again
guys.
soon. All right,
Thank
take care.
you, everybody.
Peace.